This will probably be the most real, most raw, most authentic video that I make on my channel. If you clicked on the video, you probably was alarmed that yes, I'm 33. I don't have any kids. I'm not married. Definitely not the life that someone would deem to be on path, right? I wanted to make this video specifically for those that feel like they're behind. But before we get into it, because I really, really think that you should listen to this video. After watching this video, if you enjoy the energy here, I would highly appreciate it if you consider subscribing to the channel. All right, y'all, so let's get into it. So yes, I am 33 and I do not have any children yet. And I actually have a birthday coming up December 9th. And while I was in the shower this morning, I was thinking about my life and how other people may view me outside looking in. Not that it really affects me, but how someone may view that, right? So 33 with no kids. Why is that? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you if you haven't decided to have kids? I am so thankful that I have made the personal decision not to make a lifelong decision, such as having a child, getting married right now, because the person that I am right now, I have finally discovered what my true purpose is and what I'm supposed to do with my own life. So I think that there are so many people that make these lifelong decisions, not saying that they're not capable of doing so, but prior to you even doing what it is personally that you want to do in your own life. And what is the result of this? As a result, sometimes children are a beautiful gift, but once you bring children into the world, the responsibility then shifts, right? It's no longer solely about you anymore. You do have opportunity to focus on the things that you enjoy doing, what your purpose is, but sometimes people completely forget it. And at that point, they put all of that responsibility on what they envision their dream life to be, then on their child or their children. And is that fair? That they also will have their own purpose if it is encouraged for them to locate it, for them to seek God, for them to figure out that thing that was placed in them for them to do, not for it to be passed on to them. And I think a lot of people in the world got it messed up. A lot of people might not agree with me and say, oh no, we got it backwards. Like that should be your main focus. You know, it should be a certain timeline. We talk about this on my channel as well. There are certain timelines that you're supposed to do certain things. And yes, we understand women have a biological clock. Yes, but I do not have the limiting belief that if it is in my purpose to have children, if it is in my purpose to get married, all of these society check marks, then it'll happen. But I'm not going to put that above recognizing my own personal identity first, right? Because how can I give my full self to someone else, to my child, present them who I am as my most authentic self if I never took the time to learn me? I never took the time to figure out what makes me happy. I never took the time to figure out what I wanted to do for work. I never took the time to utilize my gifts and talents. I never took the time for me. Not taking the time for you will ultimately lead to a world of resentment. I know there's a lot of people that have made these life choices that you will never come out of your mouth and say, you know, I wish I would have waited, or I wish I had more time to figure out what I wanted to do. But if I didn't have kids, my life would look completely different. If I didn't have kids, I would have made a different career choice. If I didn't have kids, I would have made a different choice in my person that I'm with. All of these various things, right? And I know me personally, I'm still working through some things myself that I know I'm not completely available, right? I'm not completely available. I said in a previous video, I'm literally building a platform utilizing my purpose for what's to come next in my life, right? I want to be able to feel like I've laid that foundation first. So kids, if that isn't a timeline, when it's time for that to happen, then I can literally show up and I can confidently say, look, I did what it is that I had to do, I wanted to do. And I not only did that, but I'm creating a space and an opportunity for you as well to identify the thing that was on you. I don't want to place what my personal idea of what I want my children to be and what I want them to do for work and how I want them to look and operate. I don't want that. I'm just used as a vessel to bring them into the world. I didn't create them. God created them. God created us. And we have a sense of ownership sometimes when it comes to once we reach an adult age and once we feel the pressure of society to make such lifelong decisions like, well, if you're not married by this time, if you don't have a house by this time, if you don't have kids by this time, if you don't do this by this time, then something is wrong with you. Like I titled this video, you probably think something is wrong with me. You're 33, no kids. What's wrong with you? Like something absolutely has to be wrong with you, but I'm okay. I'm so comfortable in who I am currently right now. I'm okay with people thinking whatever, however you want to think. Now, if you solely believe that one of your main purposes, really, is to give birth, to then assist other women with that process of giving birth and all of that, absolutely own that. Own every bit and every part of that. This video is particularly for those that may be like me or may have already made lifelong decisions, and an ounce of you may be regretful. You're appreciative, you're grateful, you love, your children, you love your significant other, but a part of you feels like you dropped the ball on yourself. The good thing about this is, if you're in the position that I'm in, and you have not made those decisions, or if you have, the good thing is that we all literally are still breathing. That's the good thing. The good thing is that we're all still breathing. So what does this mean? That means we all still have time. You have time to identify your purpose. I make videos here on my channel to help believers identify your purpose, so you can reach the ultimate level of happiness and for you to leave your mark on the world. Your mark, not no one else's, but your mark. I made a previous video about letting go of other people's expectations. You can't expect anything from people, but you can absolutely expect everything from life when you are living a life designed and aligned with your purpose. Hopefully this video was encouraging to someone that may be feeling like, something is wrong with me. I feel a bit delayed. I feel a bit behind in life. I feel like I can't relate. I feel like I can't relate to the people that have this American style life on what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to be. I feel like I can't relate. And if I'm quite honest, I feel like I really don't want that. And that's okay too. That's okay for you to make that decision too, if that's not what you want. Developing a strong identity will help you to make the most concrete, the most conscious decisions for your own personal life based on your own personal truths, your own personal beliefs, not based on family traditions, not based on what someone else has told you to do. But it takes time. It takes time to get there. It takes time to develop the confidence. It takes time to develop the voice. It takes time to develop your style. It takes time for you to recognize your purpose. And most importantly, it takes time for you to transform into the person that can handle your purpose. It's a personal transformation. One-on-one. Nobody else, one-on-one. When it comes to your purpose, it's one-on-one. Once you identify it, once you start operating your purpose, is one-on-one. But then once you operate in your purpose, you then attract the people that are meant to help you. You attract the people that you are meant to serve, right? So don't put added pressure on yourself, thinking you're behind, thinking you're late. This video is confirmation to you that it's okay. It is absolutely okay. Don't feel alone. Don't feel like something is wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with me, right? And walk confidently in the fact of the decisions that you are currently making in your life. And you never know, with you owning who you are, with you owning what you want to do with your life, your personal life choices, it just might encourage other people around you to do the same. They may feel like they were stuck in a box or they were cornered because they felt the pressure for somebody else and they folded. You don't got to fold. If you enjoyed this video, I do appreciate you for sticking around. Go ahead, give the video a thumbs up. Consider dropping me a comment below. Most importantly, if you enjoy the energy here, I would highly appreciate if you consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and also turn on your post notification bell. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the Terry's Chakra catching a major vibe, y'all. Because we'll be coming back with another video. Let's go.